Hey, my name is John Patrick Pigo Garcia, and I'll be discussing about what I've learned on lesson 4, which is multicultural barriers. Multicultural means the sharing of beliefs, ideas, and culture of one another. And I've learned that there are some examples of multicultural barriers, and the first example is language. And for me, this is the best example of multicultural barriers. It is because you can't understand a culture without knowing their language. You need to speak or to understand their language before you understand their culture. And on language, it have circles, which is the outer, the inner, and the expanding circles. The inner circles belongs to US and UK because their main language is English, and then the outer circles belongs to Philippines, Indonesia, Singapore, etc., which is their second language is English. And the expanding circles belongs to Russia and China because their English is foreign to them. Second one is sign and symbol. Sign and symbol rather. We need to be sensitive on a gestures if we don't have knowledge of what is the meaning of that gestures on that country. Like for example, the thumbs up. For all of us, we knew that thumbs up means okay for motivation. But in Bangladesh, it is an insult. So we need to be sensitive and learn the gestures of other countries so that we didn't hurt them or insult them. Next one is stereotype and prejudice. My example for stereotype and prejudice is the religions of Muslims. Some other cultures looks that Muslims is a terrorist. They always connect that terrorist to Muslims peoples because of what past did to others. And it's not good that Muslims looks as a terrorist, which is not. Muslims is a religion and not a terrorist. The second example is ethnocentrism, which is the discrimination of culture. For example, is using of chopstick of Asian people is using of chopstick of Asian people, which is not good to Americans because they're using utensils and other utensils like fork, spoon, knife, which is they aren't using on the table. And then the cultural relativism it is the ability to understand the culture of one another. It is when you study that culture and understand without discriminating them or without saying bad comments to their culture. Its ability to adapt and to understand their culture. And the last one I've learned is the cultural differences, which is not new to us because we have so many cultures all over the Philippines, all over the world. And then it makes some discrimination to all of us. Like for example, on how we eat a soup. For the Westernians, we using soup spoon to eat that soup, but in Japanese, they slurp that soup, which is some other Westernians said that was an bad table manners etiquette. So that cultural differences makes one another culture differs. So discrimination is always there. So that's all. Thank you po.